Trump's legal team claims it has evidence that could overturn this election, but it turns out that Trump's lawyers are just as incompetent as he is. We saw a little bit of that recently when Rudy Giuliani held a press conference and started quoting my cousin Vinny and all sorts of other nonsense. But in their efforts to demonstrate voter irregularities in the state of Michigan, they made a giant mistake and used data from the state of Minnesota. Why? Well, because they're morons. So let me tell you how this all went down. Trump's lawyers filed an affidavit claiming statistical irregularities proving election fraud because they confused Michigan for Minnesota. They thought MI is Minnesota, it's actually MN, and then compared a bunch of results in Minnesota to Michigan population statistics. That happened. So to practice law, you don't necessarily have to have a law degree. As I understand it, you can just pass the bar, but you're probably not gonna get hired at a prestigious place, right? But anyway, like they passed a bar, right? Like that, did that happen? And if that happened, how do they make a mistake like this? How? Ida, help me out here. Like what's going on? This is insane.
It's funny though, because it's all par for the course, right? All of this, the dog and pony show, as Malcolm X would call it, it all comes with all the frills, right? That's why Rudy Giuliani is dripping Flint water on the podium. I'm gonna call it something different every time. And
I love it.
They're look at the the Four Seasons packing facility where the concession speech should have been delivered. Like it's a whole dog and pony show, right? They're trying to normalize crazy. They're trying to normalize odd. Like this is because they are appealing to people who they don't think are smart. So that's who nobody insults that base more than they do. They're like, let's see if we can run this past them. We can definitely run this past them. They got them all parading around with no mask on, thinking that, AOC is trying to turn this into Cuba. Like it's just amazing. So when you think about these people, the lawyers, what I read today was interesting was that with all of the things that they're saying, they are not saying it in the courtroom because they know the penalties for perjury. So what does that mean? It is performative for the people because they don't think the people are smart because they're not taking that in a courtroom with the judges.
There's a huge portion of Republican voters right now who look at this and think, yeah, there was widespread voter fraud for sure. There's no question. I mean, yeah, they made this giant mistake. And Rudy Giuliani is a nightmare every time he speaks. But yeah, they seem credible, sure. Okay, so there's a blog, a pro-Trump blog called Powerline, pro-Trump. I think it's an important bit of context so you understand how insane this is. The writer there, John Hindraker, wrote this. Here's the problem. The townships and precincts listed in paragraphs 11 and 17 of the affidavit are not in Michigan, they are in Minnesota. Monticello, Albertville, Lake Lillian, Houston, Brownsville, Runeberg, Wolf Lake, Height of Land, Detroit Lakes, Frazee, and all these other towns are actually in Minnesota. So like even this pro-Trump blog is like, so no, we're like, this is not right. This is not okay.
It's a dog and pony show, the dog and pony show. And it comes with all of it, right? It comes with all of it. And you notice that your girl Ivanka has been staying clear of it, right? Because she has a end, right? Because it's just devolved into the cuckoo fest.
Ivanka is worried about some possible investigations that she would have to undergo as soon as Donald Trump is no longer president. Remember, Trump is worried about criminal investigations. So the IRS audit will continue as soon as he's no longer president. He could owe $300 million to the IRS due to possible tax fraud. That tax investigation, apparently Ivanka is caught up in it as well because of some of the deductions that she claimed on her taxes. And so we'll see how that all plays out. But there are reasons why Trump is fighting as hard as he is to overturn the results of the election. It's still a long shot. He's fighting like hell, and fortunately, he's decided to employ the most incompetent lawyers imaginable. But there are, there's the New York Attorney General and the, various charges that she's pursuing into Trump and his family. There's the IRS. And so whether Biden wants to prosecute or not, it doesn't matter. There are criminal investigations that will continue as soon as Trump is gone, and he's doing everything he can to stay in office.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.